If you just landed in Canada or you're about to land in Canada, there's one thing I need you to know before you open a bank account, which is the newcomer package or newcomer promotion, let's call it. Now, sure, you can walk into a bank and hope the banker or the bank teller gives you this information. Usually they will, but it's better for you to be prepared. It's better for you to know what banks are offering for you as a newcomer, the perks, and then walk into a bank and also get the bank teller to tell you more information, right? So I worked in a bank. I'm working in a bank, Canadian bank, for 2 years now. Before that, I was just a normal banking client. I used to use Canadian banks, and before that, I lived in different places where I had to use their banking system, and oh my God, was I shocked about the Canadian banking system. There's a lot of things that blew my mind away, and I'm making this channel called Landing Finance because honestly, I had to learn some things from the financial system, the Canadian financial system, the hard way. I didn't really had anyone to explain it to me. And considering where I am at right now, I feel like I can lend a helping hand to newcomers, maybe even youth, people just starting using the Canadian banking system, and Canadians in general, because I've noticed that some Canadians are not aware of every aspect of the Canadian banking system. All right, so let's start with the video. The main topic: newcomers. Now, you guys must know that Canadian banks offer packages or promotions to newcomers, suited specifically for newcomers, right? I'm going to keep this as general as possible because promotions, they do change. But in the nutshell, it's all the same thing. So the first thing is you're going to get free bank account for a certain period of time. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Now, I've never really seen 3 years that much. It's usually 1 year or 2 years. And yes, eventually you're going to start paying money for the bank account. That's something that blew my mind, but that's for another video. So that's one of the promotion. The other promotion is they give you a credit card with no credit history. In this country, getting a credit card with no credit history is difficult, if not impossible. So if the bank is offering this to you, you might as well take it, because credit in this country, unfortunately, is important. Credit score is important. And again, I'll be making more videos about this, explaining what the credit score is, why is it important, how to use a credit card properly so you don't dig yourself a debt hole, right? And then the third thing is banks will give you incentives. All right, so what that means is the bank will tell you, hey, come open a bank account with us and you will get up to $1,000 in value. Okay, but notice the terminology I used here: up to 1,000, which means it could be anywhere from $1 to 1,000, and in value, which means they're not giving you $1,000 cash, it's in value, right? So some banks will give you like maybe $100 or $200 for opening an account, and then the rest will be in value in their credit card point system or whatever it is. All right, and now what you guys need to do is research about this before going into a bank. Go on Google, newcomer Canadian banks, and go through all the major banks. And when I say major, there's only 6 of them really, so it's not going to be that long of a research, and see what they're offering, right? And make sure you read the fine print. Don't get tricked with open an account and you're gonna get up to $2,000 in value, and then when you go there you realize it's just like $100 and the rest is just points. And mostly there's some criterias you have to meet to get these values, right? Some criterias are easy, some are just like ridiculous. That's where your job is, to figure out what best suits you, right? And then make a short list, and then walk into a bank and let the bank teller explain it to you. Ask them questions, more details about the criteria and all that stuff. And don't feel pressured to open a bank account because you're sitting with a banker. At the end of the day, you're just shopping around, right? And after all that, choose a bank that gives you the best perks for you. The best perks suited for you. Alright, so that covers that. Now I'm gonna give an extra thing in this video. Alright? When you want to open a bank account, we need 3 things from you guys. We need a government issued ID, which is your passport. Alright, please do not take a picture of the passport and show it to us through your phone. Don't photocopy it and give us the paper. We need the physical paper, physical ID. We're not going to give it to you. We're not going to open the account without the physical ID. We need immigration paper, which is like the PR if you have a PR, work permit if you have a work permit, student permit if you're a student, study permit if you're a student. And we're going to also need proof of address. So that's anything with your name on it and your address, and it was delivered to you. Alright, so that can be your telephone provider, government, anything that was delivered to you that has your name and the address on it. And that's basically it. That's basically it for today's video. I know it was very general. I just wanted to make sure that people are aware that when they're coming here, there's perks they can use, and they might as well use it. Like I said, I'm gonna be dropping a lot of videos on things that blew my mind in the Canadian banking system and how to navigate the Canadian banking system, right? It's not just gonna be for newcomers, like I said, youth, even Canadians. If you found this information useful, please leave a like. If you have something specific you want me to talk about in upcoming videos, please feel free to leave a comment. If you know somebody coming new, send them this video. If someone is new and is trying to find the bank, send them this video. And I really appreciate you guys watching until now. Until next time, have a good day.